Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't sound as uh, celebrative as normal. Um, I didn't post yesterday because first thing in the morning I got a phone call that a very good friend of mine for many years passed away. He died in his sleep. According to his son, there was no pain. uh, Anything like that. He just went to sleep and didn't wake up. So uh, all I can say is rest in peace, Tom. Gonna miss you. So these parts are the parts I need to finish my uh, solar panel rack and get that hung. And I'm not in a big rush to do that because Fed Up has still not delivered my package. So I understand that they used Apple Maps to look up the address that it was supposed to be sent to. And when I looked on Apple Maps, it went to a completely different place, misspelled. But just for the heck of it, it was only about 20 something miles from here anyway. So today, while I was going to pick these up, I used Apple Maps to drive to that address. And the number of the address that they're sending it to, supposed to send it to, is a 4-digit number. Well, guess what? I got to the street that they have been going to, which is misspelled, or would be a misspelling. It's missing one letter out of the center, from Diana to Dana. And then I get there, and the addresses don't even come close to being right. So they've been told over and over again, Apple Maps is wrong. There's an error on Apple Maps. Myself and others have gone online to Apple Maps and reported the issue, and it just doesn't help. Apparently, Apple Maps doesn't care. And they had a picture there on Apple Maps showing the house, the address that they're saying matches my address that they're supposed to be sending it to, and it doesn't. It's not even close. Okay. And then when I got to that street, I drove the whole length of the street, and there's not even a house that looks like that on the street. So there, go figure. Somebody played games or something with Apple Maps or whatever and put that address at some weird location, but it is not where it's supposed to be. And I've reported that a few times to Apple Maps and still no response from them. But Fed Up has been told many, many, many times, do not use Apple Maps. It will send you to a completely wrong place. Use Google Maps. It'll get you there. Well, apparently, those drivers don't like to be told what to do. They're going to do it their way anyway. So in the meantime, I had to contact the seller and tell them, look, this is ridiculous. These people just don't understand. They're your shippers. Call them, tell them. Use Google Maps and they'll get to the right place. But I have a feeling it's more than that. I have a feeling that because there's a heat wave going on here, those guys don't want to drive out into the center of the desert where it's hot. And, well, sure, they might have air conditioning in their trucks, but they have to get out of the truck to deliver the package. And oh my gosh, God forbid they would actually break a bead of sweat on their head and miss part of their radio talk show that they were listening to while they're driving around. Oh my God. Anyway, let's leave that be and take you over, and I'm going to show you the. Well, all that up there is all smoke from another fire. That's where the fire is, right there. And yeah, blacked out the sun yesterday. Didn't get much charging. I really need that controller, guys. I got to get that controller and these solar panels online. I don't have a controller that'll handle those solar panels, so I can't use them, and it sure would be nice to use them. Well, the worst part about it is I'm running on 4 Trojan batteries, and the 4 Trojan batteries don't have enough power to run fans and refrigerators and that stuff all night long during this heat wave. So, of course, I've got to suffer a little bit more. But the winds do usually come up at night. They haven't for the last couple of nights, just a slight breeze, but just enough to get to sleep. So tomorrow, I am actually going to run an extension cord from the 6,500 watt generator to the old motorhome, because that has a really good air conditioner on the roof. And I'm going to fire that thing up, and I'm going to cool that thing down so I can hang meat in it. And then when I go to bed that night, I'll sleep in the bed in the motorhome. Tote-cuzzi's been getting a lot of use. I'm in and out of that about every hour during the day. So I get up to 112 today. It's cooling down right now. It's down to about 106. So I can move around and get this video done. Concrete's almost completely dry. Got a little bit of a wet spot there in the middle. These 2 pieces of metal there that are leaning, those are the ones that actually are going to hold the angle. There'll be support units. And those pieces I just showed you on the table, two of the L's will get welded onto the pipe here down low. And then the other 2 square pieces are going to go on a strut that's going to be welded to the main rack. And that's what'll where these things will go and support. Then I got to drill 2 holes in those after I measure them and mark them exactly where I want to get the right angle. And I have this little angle gauge that I put on there that if it's magnetic, I use it on a table saw. You clip it to the saw blade, and then you can rotate the blade, and even if your saw's not level, you'll get a proper reading of the angle that you want. So that's the next trip, and that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, if it's not too hot again. So today, like I said, I went into town, picked up those pieces, and I went to check that address that Apple Maps says is my address, but it's not. Dumb. And well, I got absolutely nothing done. And then, of course, I'm still thinking about my good friend Tom passing away. And sometimes I wake up during the night and just can't believe that he's gone. It's been a lot of years, Tom. All right. Before I break down here and lose it, I'm going to cut this video short for the night. Purple sky, beautiful sunset. Let me zoom in on that for you. Yeah, purple sky because of all of the smoke that's in the air. And that's not very good for breathing. And yesterday, even though that fire was a long way away, there was ash falling out of the sky onto everything around here. So I had to clean up a lot of stuff before. Even my little table I sit at outside here to cool off at this time of day was completely covered with white ash. So that's about all I have for today, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up down there, please. Like my videos, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to have some new stuff coming up here, and it's going to be for subscribers only. So if you're not subscribed, you won't be included in the giveaways. G-Bear signing off.